Neighbours. Say hi, Neighbours. You're going to get a haircut this week, aren't you? I'm going to cut your hair out and give her baths and make her all pretty because she was all playing in the dirt. Was you playing in the dirt? Anyway, it's Harrietta's nappy poo time and Mummy's cook time here. I'm going to make my mom's chili today. We make umpteen amount of chilies in this house, all different. But today I am making my mama's. So I am going to wash my mushrooms really quickly. It's okay to wash them if you're going to do them right before you start cooking. And before you start slicing them up. So I'm going to give those a wash. And I'm going to wash 2 bell peppers and a yellow pepper. And I'm going to peel this onion and I'm going to dice it. So all this is going to get done and I'll take you back. So I have like 910 grams of ground beef, like 2 pounds of ground beef. I'm going to put some salt and pepper on this. Most of the seasoning is going to get added when I throw this in the slow cooker, but I am going to salt and pepper for now. What my mom did was she put her onions in now that she diced up. She would throw her onions in there. And the mushrooms. I sliced them and then I rough chopped them. There were less than a pound of mushrooms in that container. There were 375 grams. So, but I mean, to each its own, as they say. I'm going to salt the top of these mushrooms as well. Salting them to help draw out the water that's in them. I'm going to cook that down, cook the mushrooms down, fry up the meat, depending on the type of meat you have, if it's lean or regular or medium. At the end, if you want to strain off any of excess grease or anything, go right ahead. I'm getting on to slicing and dicing my peppers. Now, this is October now, and which means Crocktober. And my cousin Mel and I last October we did quite a few crockpot recipes. And now it's October again, and we're doing Crocktober again. I don't know how many I'm going to get up there, and I don't know how many she's going to get up on her channel. But yeah, Cooking with Cousin Mel. Check her out and see what she's cooking on over there. So let's get on to doing these. My friend Belinda that visits me here, I've made a chili recipe from that old cookbook that she enjoys, and it wasn't that good. So I'm like, I can't share that chili. So that's why I'm sharing this chili. I'm sharing this for Belinda. She was craving some chili. And my guys never say no to chili, so I don't mind making more chili. Okay, so now I put my meat mixture in there with that had the mushrooms and onions in it. And I'm going to add 2 cups of beef broth. So 796 mils diced tomatoes, 28 full ounces. Liquid, the juices of that and all. This is 5.5 ounces, 156 mils of tomato paste, so a can of tomato paste. And if you didn't already put your beef broth in, you could rinse the can out with it, but this spatula gets it out pretty good. So this is a 796 ml can, 28 full ounces of crushed tomato. Okay. This is a jar of chili sauce, 455 mils. Just put a titch of water in that. My mom always puts some brown sugar, so I'm going to add 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar. I'll mix that through again partway through the cook as well. A can of pinto beans, 19 ounces or 540 ml can, and I washed and rinsed these really well. Washed and rinsed these really well. 28 ounces, 796 mils. This is going to be on for a while. Cook down the onions and the mushrooms in the pan with the hamburger meat because it won't fit otherwise. Okay, now onto the spices. Now this is a lot of chili, okay? Like 2 pounds of meat and a whole bunch of tomato sauces and stuff. So I'm putting in a tablespoon of cumin. I'm going to put a tablespoon of chili powder. Put in my peppers in that too. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. And I would do the same with onion powder. And for the life of me, I can't find my onion powder. And Jerry just came back from the Wally World and yeah, not going back there. So yeah, pretend 2 tablespoons of onion powder. And my mom always put Italian seasoning in, so a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika, or any kind of paprika if you want. I like the smoked in this. Oh my gosh, I got a mess going on here. A lot of times what my mom did was put 2, if she didn't have the fresh mushrooms, she put 2 cans of mushroom pieces and stems or whatever. And add all of my peppers. Oh my golly gee, Jerry. I'm putting this in the crock pot because it's Crocktober. Oh, please fit. You can tell that we had chili for days when my mom made chili. I have my crock pot on high because, yeah. Cousin Mel, she's going to be laughing at this because when she makes down home chili like back in Cape Breton with the mushrooms and everything in Nova Scotia, she makes, I think, probably the same amount. Hey Mel, I'm going to have to come back and give it another stir because I want to make sure that the spices are mixed through. I'll just keep stirring it for a minute, but I still might come back and stir it. Sometimes Mom would add more beans to it too, but that was quite a large can of kidney beans. That's going to take a while, people. That is going to take a while. You're going to feed the army on this thing, but it freezes well. So if you make this amount, or you can cut the recipe in half, but if you make this amount, it freezes well. All right there, my friends. So 5 hours on high or low for like 3. It is a lot of chili. Usually we have this going on low simmer on the stove top, stirring occasionally. But it's nice to have it in the slow cooker and not have to mess with it at the same time. But I'm a bit biased because this stuff I think it tastes great because my mama made it. And yeah, so I'll put a little bit in the bowl for a good old tasty poo. I want to eat with grain tonight, so. Now you can adjust this recipe, make it your own. My mama won't mind. My Mom loved that little bit of brown sugar in it. It's like sweet chili. There's really not a lot of heat to this chili. You can add a bit of cayenne, and you can add another tablespoon of chili powder and some red hot pepper flakes if you like. Casey has a condition that we recently found out about. I think you might know from past videos about his eyes. And spiciness actually triggers the problem a little bit. So we had to scale back on the spices in some of our cooking. But it's still tasty. You don't need that kick. But if you want it, go ahead. It's really good chili. It's my mom's chili. And if you never tried mushrooms in chili before, give it a whirl. It tastes good. Delicious. My doggie's in there. She knows the lid came off the food. But anyway, I hope that you are all well. And I hope that you are doing fantastic. And I thank you all for being here. Peace, love, God bless. Please come back again. Like, share, subscribe. All that fun stuff. Bye, everyone.